So this is Bobby from the police, and I'm going to interview Margaret. Margaret, can you tell me what the conversations you've had with the Portland police about me and what they've been saying about me and other cop watchers?
Well, I've had one conversation with Officer Hobbs,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me that you guys were bad people, and
Mm-hmm.
that you all have records. She told me that she was not at liberty to discuss what's on your guys' records,
Mm-hmm.
but she told me to be careful, and because you, Robert West, will hurt me and use me, and told me not to give you a chance to take my freedom away or my son's freedom away.
Okay, what does that mean, taking you or your son's freedom away?
The way that I took it, by the way she said it, is us going to jail. Whether or not that's what she was meaning is another question, but that's the way that I took it by what she said.
Have I ever encouraged you or any of the cop watchers encouraged you to break the law?
No.
Have we helped you out a lot?
Yes, you guys have.
Has anyone taken any advantages of you?
No.
Has anyone in the Cop Watch organization or organizations, were several different organizations, ever disrespected you or your son?
No.
Have we ever raised our voices or our arms like we're going to swing on you?
No.
Okay. And did she say anything about about our relationship? What should and shouldn't happen?
Yeah, she said that I should be careful about even thinking about getting into a relationship, specifically with you, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Because she said that's when she had said it again, that you would end up hurting me. And how I responded to that is I told her that I would take what she said under advisement.
Mm-hmm.
And I also told her that you guys were helping me, and you guys have been very respectful and courteous and caring and concerned about what's been going on. And as far as getting a relationship going with you at the time, I said, that hasn't even been brought up by Robert or me at all, or anyone else. And I says, and therefore, you guys have, even if it does, it's none of your guys' business. It's between, it would be between Robert and me, or whoever it is. It would be between me and that person.
So she said all the cop watchers have criminal records.
Yes.
Okay.
And she was not at liberty to talk about it.
Yeah.
And as I told her, I says, well, they may have something on their record and they may not.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't make judgment calls on people without knowing all the facts.
Right. And this Officer Hobbs, you've known her for a while?
Yes, I've known her for a while.
Okay. And she said, and she did another report on basically the mistakes that Baylor had made. She fixed those mistakes.
She did a secondary report on the after the Officer Ballard made a report on June 3rd.
Did she say anything about us causing them problems or harassing the police or anything like that?
Yeah, she says that you guys are bringing attention to them, and that you're targeting the police. And the way I responded to that, I told him, I said, well, my understanding what they are doing as being cop watchers is they're making sure that you guys are not violating people's civil rights. And I says, from what I've seen of their videos that they have on YouTube, I haven't seen anything that any of the cop watchers have done wrong. And I said, it's since I've known Robert and Mike, I believe.
Yeah, Mike.
I haven't seen either one of them do anything wrong or break the law, or even have words with any of the officers. And I says, you guys might not like it that you guys are on video. In fact, you might hate it. But they do what they do.
Well, let me ask you this quick questions. If an officer's out there doing what they're supposed to do, do you think that they would really care about being on video?
No.
Do you think an officer out there that's getting money from drug dealers, messing around with prostitutes, touching children inappropriately, would have a problem being videotaped?
If the cops are doing it?
Yeah.
Yes, they would. Because that they would be caught.
Okay. So basically, good cops that are out there doing their job shouldn't be worried about being videotaped. It's the ones that are out there that are committing crimes, the dirty cops, are the ones that should be worried. They're the ones that we go after. We don't go after the ones doing their jobs. We go after the ones that are out there committing crimes, violating people's civil rights, telling kids, well, hey, I'll take you to jail unless you do this to me, and stuff like that. Those are the ones that have to look out for us cop watchers, because those are the ones that we really want to find, and we have no mercy for those cops. But if they're out there doing their job, doing what they're supposed to do, they should have no problem being videotaped. And as far as Portland police being upset that we're bringing a spotlight to them, they should be upset, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of dirty cops in Portland. Portland is like the joke of Oregon. Portland cops want to work in other places, but no one wants to work. No one, like Gresham, none of the cops in Gresham want to go to Portland. I've talked to cops in Salem. None of them want to work in Portland. Portland's just a corrupt area for cops. So yeah, they need the spotlight, and they need to know that we're out there, and they need to know that messing with friends of cop watchers, making threats to people in the name of cop watchers is 100% bad. It's not a good thing to do. I wouldn't go around telling people, well, yeah, you got to watch out for these cops because they're hurting people. It's just totally ridiculous to make threats. For an officer to say that we're going to hurt anyone. We encourage people not to break the law. And so with this, I'm going to sign off.